Hello, beautiful souls. Today's episode is so good. And before we jump in, I have some exciting news to share. If you've ever wondered where you're blocking money, this is for you. I've created a free quiz to diagnose your money wounds so you can heal them and unblock yourself to receive more money. Just go to moneywoundsquiz.com and answer 6 quick questions to get your insanely accurate and potent results. And if you're loving my vibe and want to work one-on-one to call in more feminine energy wealth, I would love to hear from you. You can shoot me a DM on social media or go to emilywilcox.com to learn more. Hello and welcome back to the M Makes Money show. I am here for a solo episode to record my May 2022 celebrations. This has become something of a tradition on the show. And honestly, it's been a practice that has really enhanced my life. So what I do is I just keep a running note. I use Evernote, but you can use the notes feature just on your laptop or your phone. Mine sync between the two. So I just open a note at the beginning of each month, and anytime something good happens, something that feels like celebrating or something I want to remember, I write it down. And wow, am I so grateful for this, because I swear so much happens in a month that by the end of it, I would forget. I honestly would forget. And I feel like it's going to be such a gift because like next May, I'll be able to go back to the note for this May and just reconnect to like what was happening, in the last year at the same time. So this month was so freaking magical. Now I just have a little pocket of time to record this because then I got to pick up Faye from school early, and we've got a black car service coming to pick us up from the house and drive us to the airport. And she and I are flying to Michigan, where my nephew has recently graduated high school. And I think this might actually be a Midwestern thing. Growing up in Michigan, I just thought everyone did this. And then when I moved out to California, people started looking at me weird when I talked about graduation open houses. But in Michigan, you throw a big party where just tons of people come and it's just in your yard and you provide some food and everyone brings money really for the graduate. So oddly, or maybe not oddly, we tend to celebrate more the high school graduation than the college graduation. So I think just because obviously high school is like a more universal experience. Not everyone goes to college, not everyone graduates, but then also sometimes you graduate college and you were in another state. And so then do you do it in the state that your parents live in or the state that you went to college? And what if you've got a job lined up right away? So anyway, it's just like I have such fond memories of those. And I only have 4 nephews, and it feels really good to be able to be the kind of aunt that's there, that's like not missing these things. So do I think my nephew actually cares? Probably not. But, with my sister, this is her first child to graduate high school. It feels like such a momentous occasion. And I'm just grateful that I can be there to support the family. And with Faye, for her, it feels like just a super exciting, like mommy-daughter trip. So anyway, that's a little bit of what's going on in my life, a little context here. So I think I'm going to continue the tradition of giving all the deets about the money at the end. So in no particular order, here are some things that I am celebrating from May. I had 2 amazing new women sign up for the October retreat. These are both women that I've either worked with in the past or I'm currently working with. Just brilliant, smart, funny, charismatic, caring, generous businesswomen, entrepreneurs that are ready to embody their next levels of wealth. So I actually only have 2 spots left for the October retreat. That probably could change by the time this recording airs. But if you want to hang out in person, if you are a woman entrepreneur and you want to come to Palm Springs in October, I am putting together an incredible wealth activation retreat. It's going to be so amazing. So anyway, you can slide into my DMs and get the details. The other thing that happened in May that was really fun is there were a lot of people in communities that I'm involved in that were looking to hire a coach on money mindset, on manifestation. And I was getting tagged a lot in comments saying like, oh, you need to hire Emily. And that felt incredible. So incredible, like dreams come true. I remember reading those posts, over the last year and thinking, I wish I was getting tagged in this. I wish people thought of me when they were thinking about a coach on money mindset, on business growth, on scaling to 100K months. And now it's happening. OMG. I also made some big updates to my Money Wounds quiz this month, not to the quiz itself, but if you've done my quiz, you get emails afterward. And I actually linked up those emails so that you get access to the Money Wounds Masterclass. So it's just an opportunity to go deeper in your learning before you decide whether or not you would want to jump into my Money Wound Medicine paid program. So that felt monumental. It's like funny because when I look at it on the little bullet pointed list, now it's like, yeah, duh, of course. But sometimes these back-end tech things and just like making it all happen can feel like a Herculean task in the moment. So I really appreciate that I captured that because now it already feels like ancient history. So I had a lot of new souls jump into Money Wound Medicine this month, both full price and as part of my special birthday sales. On my birthday, I don't know that it actually happened on my birthday, but on my birthday was the day that I checked and did the math and became aware of this milestone. We crossed 6 million in lifetime cash collected from 3 businesses, from the e-commerce business, the agency, and my coaching. Like, what the what? And here's what I want to tell you about that. You will cross mind-boggling milestones. In fact, you probably already have, and you just haven't been looking and doing the math and adding it all up. And your brain is going to go, how? Like, how is this a thing? How did this happen? And you will not have the answer. Like, I double checked the Excel spreadsheet to make sure the math was adding up correctly because it breaks your brain. And I talked to my mentor and she was like, yep, the same thing's going to happen when you cross 10 million and 25 million and 50 million. So get used to it. But it's been such a gift to really zoom out and to combine revenue streams and just really look at lifetime revenue. It's been so expansive. Highly recommend. As I alluded to, my birthday was in May. I am a Gemini, and I decided to do a bunch of really fun birthday sales. So for 5 days from May 20th to the 25th, I was selling all different kinds of incredible offers at all different price points, everything from $11 up to $50,000. And I had so much fun. I felt so abundant. So much money came to me during those 5 days. I was in such celebration and it was really fun for the people buying as well. It also busted so many limiting beliefs that I had. Like, I don't email my list very often, and then I emailed them 12 times in 5 days. I sell regularly, but I usually sell 1, maybe 2 things at a time. I sold 12 things in 5 days. I normally would just give people a link so that they can lead themselves to the promised land. With these birthday sales, I made people work for it. You had to do something, you had to find something. It was like almost like an Easter egg hunt in order to even get the link to buy things at a discount. And I actually believe that we sold more than we would have if I had just given people the links. So many ways in which we hold on to evidence of how things need to be in business. And when we allow ourselves to dissolve that and have fun and just play and do something different and then create new evidence from that, it honestly is so expansive. And I feel like a different person. I know that sounds dramatic, but I really feel like a different person after going through that experience. I had 29 sales in 5 days with $6,027 in cash collected. I just did the math on that for this podcast. So also grateful to my podcast because otherwise I might not have spent the time to go back and crunch all the numbers, but it's really cool to witness and look at it all. We also got 2 new amazing clients with our agency, and one is like a total household name, just an absolute dream, like bucket list client. So that feels amazing. And another one that verbally said yes and is going to start probably here in June. So business is feeling good on that front. I crossed $100,000 cash for the year in my coaching business. So 5 months, $100,000 cash, which to me means that like a logical, predictable outcome is that I do $300,000 cash in my coaching business this year. And, you know, 500,000, $500,000 would be in the field of possibility. Like it could happen. The compound effect is going so quickly. Like the momentum that's building in my coaching business is unreal. I had so many people purchase from me during the birthday sales that had never purchased from me before. And then after spending either one call together or a day together in Voxer, they're like, oh, I want to hire you as my coach. So I'm actually feeling that all of my one-on-one coaching spots are going to sell out in June. And then I'll have a paid wait list. So people will still be able to join and start paying, but then their start date for coaching will get pushed out a bit. Also, the stuff that dreams are made of. Like, I truly am still processing May. I feel like a different person. And also, when I stop and think about it, it still just knocks my socks off. It blows me away. There's a part of me that can't even believe it. But it's true. It's like the OMG and of course. It's those 2 frequencies together. Like, oh my God. And also, yeah, of course this is going to happen. So I also had a fun getaway to Paso Robles, which is like wine country, with Jeff and 2 other couples, and then headed on up to Napa Valley for an incredible sisterhood visit with my BFF from a past life, Kimberly Rose Pendleton. She's also a coach. Many of you probably know her and follow her as well. And like, we just had the best time, both of those trips. Unbelievable. And it felt so good to know that my kids were in good hands. Like I have an incredible friend who comes and watches the kids, and she brings her dog, and the kids love playing with the dog, and they go to In-N-Out, and they do all these like special little traditions together. And I feel really, really grateful, really so supported in my life. I received so much birthday love from my friends, my family, my clients. Like one of my clients had this incredible like Mayan astrology reading done for me while she was in Mexico and sent it to me. You guys, a year and a half ago, I had this like breaking point moment with the agency where it just felt like we had so many misaligned clients and there was so much friction and they wanted so much from us. And it just felt bad. Like checking my email felt bad. And I'm like, something has to change, because there are people that love their clients. Like they go golfing together. They go to concerts. They go out to dinners. Like, what is going on here? And now here I have this coaching business, and like every client is just a soulmate client. And I love, 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 love and adore them. What else? What else? We had the best Memorial Day here. We just had like nonstop pool parties, and we hosted friends, and we puppy sat an adorable King Charles Cavalier puppy named Pixie. And that was so fun because my daughter wants a dog, and I'm like, yeah, probably not going to get a dog right now, but we can puppy sit. Truly feeling and acknowledging myself this month for how good I am at coaching. Like I can spend an hour with you and understand everything that's working and not working in your business. I can feel into where the energy is stuck, where you're misaligned. I can help you identify and see what's next and what needs to happen. And everything changes. And I'm seeing it for myself. I'm seeing it reflected back to me in clients. And I'm just blown away. We also wrapped up a great softball season for Miss Faye. We found a new preschool for Jude. I get to do fun collaborations with my friends Kimberly and Kiara. My parents came to visit and we had a really nice time together. I'm just breathing into that one. I feel really, really grateful. So many people lost parents during the pandemic, and my parents are so healthy, and that we get to make memories together. And I just cherish it more as the years go by, not knowing how much longer we'll have together, hopefully many, many, many years, but also just being so grateful for each one of those visits. Faye had her first violin recital. She was so brave and she totally rocked it. She's only had 5 lessons and she was brave enough to do a recital. And I got to do a fun full moon glow event with one of my newer besties, and it was her idea. And that feels like such a dream come true also, because I want to be doing witchy stuff with my local friends. Like, I want to be doing all the moon circles and all the rituals, and feel like I don't just have incredible friends for that online, but that I have those people here in my community and in my local network. So gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Okay, let me tell you the numbers. So for our agency, we collected $118,000, $118,202 in cash. Coaching, $30,203 cash. E-commerce, $5,924 cash, for a total of $154,329 cash in May. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I receive more, please. And on that note, I got to run and pick up my girl. So thank you so much for listening. I would love to hear what you're celebrating from May. It's a prompt that we are putting monthly into the Money Club, which is our free Facebook community. So come join, come play. It'll be a safe space for you to share all of the great things that are happening in your life. I love you. Thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to today's show. Changing the way we think, feel, and talk about money will change the world. I truly believe that. It starts with you tuning in, and it spreads when you share this show on Instagram and Facebook and tag me at mmakesmoney. And you know what moves the needle the most? Taking just a minute to leave a 5-star review on iTunes. This show isn't free to produce, so let's multiply those dollars invested to help this show reach a bigger audience each week. Thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate it. And lastly, if you want more connection, more M Makes Money style riffs, and a safe place on the internet to talk about money, jump into my free Facebook group, The Money Club. It's linked in the show notes. Until next time, I'm wishing you health, happiness, and boatloads of money.